Hi everybody, thanks for stopping by. This video is on my 1992 Mustang. I've had this car for quite a few years. It started life as a 2.3 liter. Currently sits with a 4.6. There's certain reasons I went that direction. One, I've done everything in this shop. It's not a very big shop. For two, finances. I was able to get my hands on a lot of components for really cheap for what we had. I understand building a small block. You can make a lot of horsepower. Everybody going with the Coyote swap and a Foxbody now. Well, that doesn't fit my budget. Some of the pictures you're going to see are pretty old. Some of the videos are pretty old. I just wanted to get a grouping together for what progress I've made so far. And now that I've got a little bit better equipment and some cameras, hopefully I can make some better content, bring up the quality of the videos. Anybody who's trying this project, if you have a question, I may or may not be able to help you out with it. If you think I can, put a comment down and I'll jump in and out of this video and let you know what things are and how I came to some of my decisions. Thank you. So at this point in the video, I tore the transmission up in the car. Wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do with it. I wasn't going to lose possession of this car. I wasn't going to send it to a junkyard. I'm the third owner of this car. I know both the previous owners. I wasn't quite sure what to do, but I knew it was not going to live as a 2.3 anymore. So I started pulling out everything that dealt with the 2.3 without really a direction on what it was going to be. Disconnected most of the crap that I won't need and started lifting this out. It's not the prettiest car, but I've known about this car since I was 8 years old and I drove it for a few years, and now it's time for the 2.3 liter to go. I'm going to try my best to do this on a budget. As you can see, I haven't got the biggest shop in the world. Got my 1320 video playing. And Mother Nature's put a bunch of leaves in the shop, so hopefully I can get it done here. So we now have an empty engine bay. Got the motor and tranny out in one piece. Made a lot of mess though. Probably gonna need to get that cleaned up. Well, there we have it. Got everything I needed out the way. Got some of the tools off. Of course, there's a lot of small stuff to still remove. Unnecessary wires, vacuum lines. Now it's time to clean up. So at this point in the Foxbody's life, I'd come across a good deal for, I think I picked up a hood, some suspension components, 5-lug conversion for the front, some brake calipers, an 8/8 rear end, interior door panels, and a non-airbag steering wheel. Some of the components I used, some of the components I didn't. I just got a good deal on it, so I went ahead and picked everything up, and this is where the next few clips are from. Well, here we go. Got this hood with some sweet 80s decal on it. Got some 5-lug conversion parts. Nice rear end over there. I've let this car sit too long. Well, let's just start and see where we end up. So, pretty sure this shock's toast. There we go. Here's the starting look of the improved Foxbody. Group of clips you'll see, I'd found a 2004 Mustang GT with 42,000 miles, I believe, on it. The car was in really good shape. It'd been in a crash though. The core was damaged too far, subframe was bent. Wasn't really any saving this car. But it had a lot of components, so I could finally have a direction with what to do with my car. After thinking of multiple ways to try to attempt this project, I know there's the painless wiring systems, you could do standalone ECUs, but all that pretty much exceeded my budget. At this point, a good friend of mine, Dominic, and we thought about our options and decided the best way to make this happen is we take everything for the 1992 and remove it. For one, there's a lot of redundant wires we wouldn't need going to the 04 setup. and for two, it'd be too much to try to have the two wiring harnesses in there together. So what we decided to do is pull all the wiring harnesses out of the 1992 and make everything function out of the 2004 wiring harness. Go ahead. That was the first time we'd actually gotten the Foxbody to fire the 4.6. The issue was it would not stay running without us applying fuel to it. We looked over multiple things, trying to think what we had done wrong or was there something we had missed. We looked back at the fuel pump because we had to have the 2004 fuel pump to run the system due to the fact that it runs off fuel pump drivers rather than a actual regulated fuel pressure. Everything seemed fine there, and then we figured out that we had just made a mistake when we installed the fuel pump. When we installed the fuel pump, we had accidentally pulled on the hose too hard and it pulled the hose off from the fuel pump supply, so we just weren't getting any fuel to the fuel rails. After solving this problem, we tried it once again, and this was So as you can tell, that fixed the problem. The car seems to be running and idling just fine. I know you've seen the wire nuts on the dashboard, but that is only a temporary solution. Everything's final termination will be with weather pack connectors, wiring harness will be tucked up nicely, and everything will be concealed behind the dash as it should. So that's the point we've gotten to. My next step is to get radiator in, make sure the cooling system's functioning fine. I need to get the brake lines tied into the 2004 brake system that's on it because we did away with all the Foxbody components. At that point, I can get the dashboard back in, get my interior panels back in, and hopefully we have a nice running car. Hope to get back to you soon. Y'all have a good one.